All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another DC Worlds Collide video. This is Mr. Squirrel, as always. Glad to have you here. So, it should be exciting that Bride has dropped, but it made me realize something in chat, or with chat yesterday as I was streaming. And that is, we have a pity problem in this game now. And this is a fully created pity problem that the devs have created. And I think it is exacerbating numerous issues. And there are two prominent issues in this game that need to be fixed: bugs and the pity system. These are the two most prominent issues. Right now, devs, there is no time for these issues. Like, what I mean by there's no time, like, they are critical issues that are actually hurting your game right now. And more, they're bleeding the player base. If these issues do not get plugged up, the boat's going to sink. Both metaphorically and quite literally. Well, I don't know if quite literally, but whatever. Let's talk about this issue. Okay, I'm going to highlight this issue right now, and I'm going to show you something. And I think this, again, is a fully created dev issue. The devs, you have honestly created this issue. I'm not trying to be condescending. I am not trying to be mean. I am just trying to be blunt and honest. 1 separate 150 pity. 2 second separate 150 pity. 3 third 150 pity. 4th 150 pity. For good measure, 5th 100 pity legendary. I just highlighted 5 banners that have 5 separate legendary pities. We have, now granted, one of those is a free-to-play resource, but it highlights a much deeper issue at hand in this game. You have currently running right now 6 banners that have 6 separate pities. 6 banners, 6 separate pities. You have an issue that of a pity system here. You have, and these pities are not related to each other. Like last night, I sat there, I think I summoned like 50 times. I mean, granted, I got very lucky with my epic luck, which was great. But like, I'm not building pity towards anything. I'm literally like, now that you have separated the pities out, I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't help me. I can't get my character anymore. Blah, 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 blah. You are bleeding your player base at this point. I don't really know what I just like, you need course correction, and by a lot. This is not okay that we have 5 separate legendary pities, 4 of which are sitting at 150. 4 separate 150 pities. This is a hero collector game that it is almost impossible to collect the heroes. You are treating hero summoning as if we needed 1 copy. We do not need 1 copy. We need something like 20 plus copies. And yet, to get 1 copy of a character, let's look at how much it's going to cost to get 1 copy. Okay, I'm going to use these as just general summons. We'll look at this. Okay, so if I look at this right here, it's going to give me $50 for 10 summons. Well, if we just say, let's say I bought all 10 of these, that's $100. So let's just assume I'm going to get all of these, and we'll just assume it's like on average about $12 for 10 summons. Give it $11. We'll go with $11. I'll be generous. $11. I'm ranking up a little bit. Some of these other deals will make it so you have to spend like, it gets more, you get less sets the more you spend, right? So the point I want to highlight here, about $11. Well, $11. 150 summons. So 1 summon is about $1.50, $1.10, right? 1 set is about $1.10. Great. $1.10 times 150. So it costs $165, given these sales, to get 1 copy. I think you need something like 20. So 165 times. Right, hold on. Let's do this right now while we're here. Okay. So I'll say 165. We'll round it to about 20 characters. Let's look how many shards you need. Hold on. So at rank 10, well, rank 8. To get to rank 8, you need 2, right? You need 4 from rank 9. Do I have a rank 9 legendary? No. Let's just do a rank 10 legendary. Need 200. So that's about 3 times 5. Well, it's a little more than that. It's like 3.5. 3.5 times. Hold on. Okay, so hold on. So it's 165 for one copy, right? So I'm doing all of this because I want to show something. Why can't I clear? Okay, so it's 165. We'll say 3.5 times 10. Or sorry, clear. 3.5 times 5. So roughly you need about 20 of these characters to get, you know, a rank 15 characters. So 20 times $165. Okay. You need, so a single character, max rank character, costs $3,300. That's assuming you don't get lucky. That's assuming it goes to max pity every single time. So probably less than that. You probably need somewhere between $2,000 to $3,000 to get a max rank character. Between $2,000 and $3,000, and that's also you don't get all these sets all the time, right? So there's a limited number of sets you can buy in the shop as well. There's all that jazz. But roughly speaking, we're looking at about $2,500 plus. What? So I'm paying like over a month's rent to get a character. Max rank. Which, I mean, unfortunately, most games, we're not hitting that amount. That's ridiculous levels. And now you've separated the pities out, so this is now going to be more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Y'all, you got to figure this out. This system is just not good. And you got to get right now. Okay, thanks for the new event. Great, thanks for doing that. It was a nice couple rewards. Appreciate it. Cool. I'm not talking about that right now. You have a character, like a character collecting game, which it is now almost impossible to collect characters and actually be able to use them. People are, again, we're going to come back to the psychology of the carrot on the stick. If the carrot and if the stick is too far, if the carrot is too far away from the face, no one is going to go for the carrot. Y'all, you got to figure the system out. It has to be now. It has to be now. It has to be now. Figure the new system out. You need to consolidate these pities. I'm sorry. Why can't there just be one banner and we can put a wish and you leave it at one? Honestly, make it 100. You give legendary recruitment. You consolidate the bride, the weekly, the legendary, all into one. Boom. One. And we can put a wish once a month. And we can wish for one of the characters. I don't see why this is a bad thing. While you're still running the other characters. Secondly, the pity, the rate at getting a legendary, when you consider that we need 20 of these characters to max rank a character to 15. 20. I'm going to say that again. We need 20 of them. It is too hard to pull these characters. Your system for character acquisition, I get it. It is a long-term game. I'm not arguing that at all. But 1% out of 150 pity is it is unacceptable. In today's day and age and today's gacha standards, you can keep it this way, but no one's going to summon. It's just, the system is too punishing. It is way too punishing. Look at this. I have 58 on this one. I have 80 on this one. I have 10 on this one. I have 1 because I still regret that one. And I'm still waiting on the league recruitments. So what are we doing? Honestly, consolidate it down, give players 50 sets, call it a day. Consolidate it, give the players whatever their max pity is on one of the banners. I don't care. Like, make it whatever their pity is on. I'll take the hit, the weekly recruitment, or whatever it is. I don't know. Give us all, just, you know what? Give us a legendary that we choose, and I'll just call it a day that I lost my pity. And we all get to pick whatever legend. Give us a free, here's how you do this. Maybe this is too generous. But if you were to ask me, you say, you know what? Fair enough, Squirrel. Here's what you're going to do. You consolidate all this down. You give us a wish choice, and you give every player, I know you're not going to do this, but whatever. A guy can hope. If I were in your shoes, you know what I would do? I'd bite the bullet and I'd say, you know what? Screwed up. And you can make amends here, and you can fix this issue very simply. You say, you know what? Hey, everybody, we're sorry. We screwed up. We get it. It's too much. What we're going to do is we're going to consolidate all these banners into one. So Bride, Weekly, and Legendary all become one pity. All one banner. One banner. And every season, we'll do it a season. Every season, you get a wish or a desired legendary. And you can put the legendary there that you want. Right? And you can reset it once a season. It limits the whales, so they can't just, go crazy Hamtaro. And and then we get to pick, right? Everyone gets their wish. Everyone, and that way, it allows players to get what they want, right? It is now. And then, unfortunately, I don't know how you would do coding-wise because of these 3 separate pities. I just don't think there's a way to do it. So, you know what you do for every player? And again, I know you're not going to do this, but, it is what it is. Guy can hope. You give us all the pack. We get 1 legendary selector. I know you're not going to do that. But that's what I would... If I were in your position, that's what I would do. And everyone gets 1 legendary selector. And you just say, your pity's gone, but here's a legendary selector. Pick whoever you want. People that didn't summon that much get a win on this one. People that did summon, unfortunately, lose a little bit. But in the long run of the game, that'll be very good. And then you compensate players by giving them a legendary selector. And I'm going to tell you this right now. And then, if you want to leave the pities, fine, leave the pities as they are. I think for a short term right now, that's a fine solution. But this system is god awful. And you're only making it worse. I'm genuinely at this point, I'm fed up with just there is not a single good decision being made. And unfortunately, it's now becoming to infuriating levels of frustration, where it's just this doesn't work. I don't know what your metrics are. They're showing, hey, yeah, we should keep doing this, because I highly doubt any data is telling you otherwise that this is a good system. Again, that's what I would do to fix this situation. And I would you need to start consolidating. This is too much. It just doesn't work. And no one's summoning for these things, because you know what? There's no point. That's what I would do. Give everyone the super fan pack, call it a day, bite the bullet, give everyone one character they want, and we all move on with our lives, and then everything's consolidated. People can summon on the character they want. That way, it's also easier for players. And I know you're not going to go with this, because it's easier for players than when the character becomes the legendaries go in. They can, it's 1 copy a character can get. But I will promise you this. Here's the thing. You might think that, oh, it's being too generous. It's actually not. You know why? Because now you're encouraging players to spend more often, because, every season they're going to want to use their desired character wish. So they're going to want to buy more sets, because they're going to want their characters. But you see, here's the problem. That would make sense. All right. That's it for this video, y'all. Sorry if I'm being kind of condescending. I'm just monetarily, y'all, I don't understand these decisions. We are actively saying, I don't want to make money. The system doesn't work, y'all. It doesn't. And it's just going to continue to bleed the player base. If you bite the bullet and say, you know what? You're right. This system sucks. And we're going to change it now. And we're going to consolidate everything. And we're going to give everyone a free super fan pack. And we're going to say, I'm sorry about your pity. I don't know how to code that, because I don't know how you would do that. Maybe you know a way to do that. Then you don't need to give the super fan pack out. I don't know. Maybe take whichever one of these 3, you'd have to go through every account, because every account's going to be slightly different. Maybe there's a way to code the pities and say, whoever has whichever of these 3 banners has the highest pity, you take that pity, or you add the pities of whatever someone has. I would add them. And you give them that pity on the new consolidated banner. I don't know if you can do that. If you can't do that, you need to compensate the player base, because that is actually then If you do this, however, then you need to compensate the player base. Or the other solution to do, you just reduce the pity. Pick one. I don't care. Go down. There's no reason a returning banner should have the same pity as a new banner. Everything should just be 100. I don't understand anymore. Okay, that's it for this video. Hope it helps. And as always, remember, failing is just your first step in learning.